So there's rumors right now that Katara is going to be older in the live action Avatar series, and I think it could possibly work. Hello everyone, welcome to the Geek Talk. Today let's discuss the rumor that's going around right now that the live action series is going to make Katara older. Now of course, the rumor right now is that they're going to make her older than Sokka because of reasons. And that one I disagree with. That seems completely arbitrary. It seems like a very weird way of doing it. I wonder if they're doing that just because they're like, well, she's way more responsible than Sokka and she's, way more about preachy hope and stuff like that. So she should be older, but I mean, I think it's more interesting if you have the little sister being that, because the trope or the cliche is that, that seems like that the older sister, but really she's the younger sister, and she took on that role because her mother died very early. And I think that's more interesting that the younger baby of the family takes on that role when typically that's like the older sibling role. However, I do like the idea of aging up the characters in general, and that includes Katara, that includes Sokka, that includes Zuko, Aang, and everyone else, especially for a live action series. Now, I don't agree with Katara being older than Sokka. I think that's really weird, but I think everybody getting maybe like a 2 or 3 age up would make it a little bit more believable in a live action sense, and also some of the romance stuff would go over a little bit better, I think. I never really had an issue with the original series having, these kids kind of getting into intimate relationships or whatever when they're like, 12 and 13, 14. I went to middle school in Los Angeles. Trust me, kids are doing stuff. That said, this is a family show, and it is kind of weird having some of the things going on, particularly the bit with Sokka and Suki when they were supposed to be meeting each other in the tent with the rose, and the idea of a deflowering that might have been happening in that scene if Zuko didn't come and interrupt it. Some of that I think would play better if they're more teenagers than they are like middle school age. And if they are, that old, if you age everybody up, then we would have, Zuko as a late teen or an early 20s kind of situation. Same with Katara, you have her nearing the late teens, and then with Aang, you'll have him as a solid teen. I think some of that stuff would pan out a little bit better, and also just the theming of the war stuff. I think it would land a little bit better, or optically will look a little bit better if they're older. I think you'll have more options for actors when you're casting if they're a little bit older. That said, I don't want them to be old people. Like, I don't want the whole 90210 vibe or like the OC or whatever shows on right now that teens watch where like adults play teenagers, like clear adults play teenagers. Like, I don't want that. I definitely want them to look young. That's part of the story, is that these kids are going on this journey, this impossible journey to bring down like this very adult world. But a slight age up, I think, is a-okay. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Do you think that a slight age up is okay? And maybe some of you are okay with Katara being older than Sokka, with everybody remaining the same age. That's weird to me, but hey, someone out there might have a different opinion, and I want to hear it. Let me know in the comments below, and as always, you can watch more videos here on the side of my face. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and remember, be water, my friends.